it's another week, and if you've watched my last studio vlog last Sunday, first of all, thank you for watching, for spending time with me. And I mentioned from that vlog that July is World Watercolor Month, and I'm trying my best to participate on that. This is probably the best opportunity for me to paint because there's a reason for it. So anyway, my project for this World Watercolor Month, there's supposedly a prompt for the entire month. If you want to participate or if you want to join, you can check doodlewash.com and you can check out the prompt that you will be painting for the entire month. Instead of prompt, I've created my own theme for the entire month. So for this month, there's no certain theme that I've created, but one thing that I want to do is finish this sketchbook that I had years ago. I'm so bad. And one thing that I should have done when I started this, I should have included the date when I started this or when I painted some of the flowers. This was also initiated when I tried painting daily for the entire month, but I wasn't able to finish it. But this time I want to finish the entire sketchbook. So this is solely dedicated for the flower painting, watercolor paintings, and I am using excuse me, using this book, the Watercolor Flower Artist Bible by Claire White Brown. So this is the book that I'm studying for this entire sketchbook. I still have a lot of pages left, as you can see, and every page I drew 3 flowers, and so I haven't counted the flowers yet, so I'm not sure if all the flowers here will be total of 30 more flowers. But my goal for this month, I just need to paint at least 2 flowers a week. So or at least 2 subjects a week. So just so to keep me sane, that I can still say to myself that I've been painting. So that's a goal, but that's a mini goal. But the goal for the month is that I should finish this remaining pages from this sketchbook. I'll be using... Now this is a funny thing because I've had this DIY watercolor case I made back when I was still starting using Daniel Smith, and I wanted to put everything or all the colors and all the pans that I have in one case, but I don't want to use the metal tin because it's quite heavy if you travel around. So I found this plastic pencil case and turned it into my own watercolor case, and surprisingly it can carry, or it can fit a lot of pans. And for a while I wanted to sell this already because I wanted to move to let's go here. So I wanted to change my palette into something like this because I wanted to concentrate or to create a palette that is for landscaping, a different one for flowers, and so on and so forth. But for some reason, so that's why I wanted to sell this one, because I thought since I'll be concentrating on using this kind of palette, since I won't be using this anymore, I wanted to sell this rather than just sitting on my art trolley. But for some reason I wasn't able to sell it, and I went back on using it again. And here's the funny thing, this is the swatch that I made, and supposedly this is not in order, and I was about to create a new one so I can have a better swatch, but I never I never had the time, or I don't know. But it's quite, surprisingly, it's quite helpful, even though it's chaotic and you still see a lot of, it's very dirty and all. So anyway, it's the second week of July, and to be honest, I'm already behind from my painting goal again. And so for this week, instead of just painting 2, I have to paint 4, which makes it more daunting because my deadline is, or my goal is getting bigger. So I have to work on that. Nicolas is still asleep as of now, but he will be awake anytime soon. So I'm pretty sure I won't have any time to paint. I won't finish this entire flower for this hour. I have a playlist of the previous flowers that I painted. I'll link down below. I also have a blog for that. So I have a video of this before, and I'll link that one in case you want to see how I painted it. Okay, so I have this, I've created this pad for my personal use. It's a pad for at least for my swatches. So instead of me just doing it on a random piece of paper or some scratch watercolor paper, I've thought of compiling it, or thought of doing it on a pad, because it would also be a great reference someday. So I was thinking, like, although this one, it was a trial swatch. So I was thinking, if let's say I'm gonna use it for swatch, I'm just gonna write the subject, what color or what subject I painted this on. So just like this one, I just saw this from my stash a few days ago. So while I was painting the landscape last 2 weeks ago, I just used some piece of scratch watercolor paper. So now I realize if I wanted to go back on that landscape again, or I wanted to paint something like that and recall which color I used, it would be hard, or I would have to try to do it again with trial and error. So this pad is for that purpose. It's a swatch pad. I'm not sure how to call it yet, but I created this long time ago when I was still active in printing, and I'm using Canson Aquarelle. It's a 3x9 pad, 3x9 inch pad. It's a 180 GSM, and it's cold press and natural white. I also intended to cut the edges in this way because I wanted to have the natural look, and it kind of looked nice, at least to me. Feels like a vintage style pad or something. So anyway, I'm thinking of putting this back again, or well, this was a prototype or a mock-up while I was doing this. So I was intentionally planning to sell this kind of pad, well, specifically for your swatches, or you can also just use it for your as a sketchbook if you want to. But the intention of this is really just to play or to swatch around. So instead of some painters or watercolorists, what they do is they add the palette on the same page of their book or on their sketchbook, or some uses a different paper. In my case, I don't usually add the swatches on the sketchbook that I use. And if anyone is interested to having this kind of sketchbook or a pad for swatches, or just simply for a very light sketchbook, I'm thinking of using a different paper, a better one, and still thinking on how to close it, or if it's necessarily to have a sling or something like that. So let me know what you think, and anyway, let's go back painting again.
that I can look at you with love, seeing all that I can learn. Can you stay and I will grow the hanging gardens of Babylon. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong, strong. We're doing wrong, 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 but I'll fix it, fix it. Love, 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 I wanna be strong, strong, strong. We're doing wrong.
Alright, so the painting has stopped because look who's here! My little painter. Okay, come here. Help Mama. Let's paint this one. We are using this color to add to this flower. You want to try it? You want to try? Now, that's very dangerous. You have to wash it here lang. Ayan. Dab mo lang. Oops! Okay. Alright. Yay! I finished one flower yesterday. And now, I am transferring it to the iPad.
When you speak, angel, sing from above. Everyday word seems turning into love song. When you speak, angel, sing from above. Everyday voice sing.
Okay, come on. What do you want to display?
Yes.
You want this?
Okay, this is it.
This one. Meron both sunset and sunrise. O yung ganong color.
Halos pareho na yan. Although usually pag sunset, more on the red tones and red papunta. Red, orange, or
No? This is Papa's photo. Display? Yes, let's put that one on the wall. Okay? Are you ready? So how do we do this? Here to select one. Let's remove the old one.
When you press me to your I will wear roses. When you speak, angel, sing from above. Everyday word seems turning into love song. When you press me to your I will wear roses. When you speak, angel, sing from above.
Wacky made a cold brew. Okay, you can't. It's not focusing. There you go. Cold brew, Japanese style cold brew coffee, and I'm experimenting with flavor. I made white chocolate with a cold brew. So this one was still from last July 3. How long is the shelf life? Hold on, Langga, hold on. Shelf life of this, because I'm thinking of adding this to our to Yellow House menu and bottle it up. So I'm experimenting how long it will last. Okay, and Mama sit up. Thank you. Hello, say hi. Okay. Hi, so this morning, or today is July 8th, and just this morning while my mama is preparing food for my grandma because it's her birthday, I realized upon checking my Instagram archive, it's also Artisan Papery's anniversary today. I'm so bad with dates that I even forgot my anniversary for Artisan and even for Yellow House. Anyway, today is actually our 11th year, but I paused for a while. After 9th year, I paused or stopped doing custom designs. So basically, the studio or creative studio became I concentrated more on the store or on the shop side. So I didn't make any more custom designs. And then 2 years ago, we renovated the place, so I had to pause again, and I was also pregnant at that time, so I had to pause again for about a year. But then after the renovation, I wasn't really motivated and didn't have the energy to clean up the entire shop just until recently. I believe that was this year. And I also showed some studio vlogs about cleaning my shop. So basically, it's the newly renovated shop is very young as of now, and because of the situation right now or the pandemic, it didn't really push through. Before, I used to have mini workshop during my anniversary, a free mini workshop, and I also had giveaways. What else? So those are the things that I normally do during Artisan Papery's anniversary. Don't eat that. Since I forgot about it, I totally didn't prepare anything at all. Although there's nothing really much to prepare because, well, yeah, because of the situation right now. Although it would have been nice if I was able to prepare something for a giveaway, because prepare something online just to make, or just a little thank you for supporting local and small businesses. But anyway, today, instead of having those mini workshops or giveaways, I was supposed to do a lot of things. I was planning about opening my online shop again, reopening, and then I was about to check the designs that I have or the designs that I need to work on. However, this little helper of mine doesn't want to take his morning nap and afternoon nap. He's very much alive the entire day, and my husband Wacky is at work, so I can't do anything. Right? I haven't painted yet. What did we do the entire day? What did we do? So yeah, we were just probably running around the entire day. And so yeah, I will try to make this little one fall asleep and I will try to work on something with my little time. So come and come and join me there. Okay, what do you want to do? Okay. Hello, I'm at the studio right now and I'm preparing paper goods for a swap with friends this week, I think. And I'm preparing few things for them because I might be able to meet them and exchange goodies. So if you're watching, Ingrid, hi. So this one is for you and this one too. So we actually bartered a non-paper goodies, but I thought this goodies or these papers have more use to her than I do. So this may actually just look a bit of scrap of paper, but if you're a paper lover just like us, you definitely understand why a girl would actually keep a bunch of cutouts such as this. But if you love papers, there's so many things you can do with this strip of paper. This, by the way, I used for a notebook, DIY notebook making, or a notebook making for a workshop. And these are extra strip of papers, so it's so hard to throw papers like this if you really love papers. Now right now I don't have time to create more DIY or more notebooks that this strips of paper will be more of use. So I'm thinking Ingrid likes to make junk journals, so I think she might be able to do something with that, something useful. And I have a few other papers inside too, and this one too, postcards. So that's one. This one is for her. So this one is for Charmaine. You might want to check her YouTube channel. I'll put the link down below because you will love her videos. She has a lot of stationery videos plus tutorials, and you'll just love her aesthetic, vintage style aesthetic. Anyway, she made handmade paper, which she also shared on her video, and she mentioned that she wanted to swap it with anyone, so I wanted, of course. And so we're trying to make a full swap instead of just some stationery things. And I found this from my stash while I was cleaning the other day. This is one of the Japanese magazine or books that I like buying whenever we had a chance to go abroad. I was really into Japanese books and magazines before, well, up until now, but right now I really need more space so that Nicolas has more area to play with. So I have to let this go, and I'm definitely sure she will love this because it's stationery and it's some of the, well, this is her style, although this is not a tutorial magazine. It's just more of like showing products, I think, that you can buy and where to buy. That is if you know how to read Japanese. But if you're a visual person, you'll just really love looking at the pictures and so on and so forth. So anyway, I also found this cutouts that I have in my stash. And since Charmaine is into vintage, I'm definitely sure she'll love this, and she'll find something useful for this one, especially for her journaling. Now this, on the other hand, is my own journal card. So back then, I used to make journal cards, and I made a version of this one. This means mahal kita means I love you in Tagalog or in Filipino language. So yeah, this is a very old stationery design that I made for my own brand. And what else? And I'm still looking for other things that I can put in her goodies. Now I'm using old envelopes, recycling everything. So, and I'm still looking for other goodies that I can include. So yeah. Okay, yesterday I filmed about preparing items for my barter, and this is how I wrap it up. I just use, these are all recycled materials. So from the paper bag, well, this one though, it's just an old fly that I have. If you noticed in the video yesterday, there's this thin, big paper like twine, or not ribbon. I wouldn't know how to explain it, but I just unrolled it, and this is how it looked like after. And this one is for Charmaine, and I'll also add coffee beans because this is what she wanted in the first place, and I found out that I have this in my stash. I transferred the beans here, the ground beans here, in a recycling jar, and then I'm gonna use this scrap of paper to add more something here. So I tried to film it as well. So come join me. So this is what happens when you don't have any supplies in your house and you just look for something else that you can improvise. And as for ingredient, I'm just put it in a paper bag because they're quite a lot. So the paper goods, and then more paper goods, and some almonds, and I added flax seeds too. So I'm almost ready to go. I'm just packing up some things with me. It's kind of hard to go out nowadays because you have to remember everything before going out. because in our case we cannot go inside anymore once we're out unless you take off all your clothes and then you go back again, and it's quite actually challenging. So anyway, I'll see you again later. Oh, I just got back from my errands and I got my barter goodies. So this one is from Ingrid. Ooh, she gave me one of her, is a postcard. Oh, this is her artwork. Look at that. Look how beautiful and intricate that is. Thank you so much for this, Ingrid. I will link her Instagram below, and this is what I traded for. Yep, I like lotion, and this is what I'm excited. She told me she'll give me honey, and Ingrid has a honey business. They have different types of honey. They have wild honey, which I tried before, and it's very good. And so when she told me she'll add honey, I got really excited. Oh, I think. And this one, oh, I have two. Oh my god, it's so nice. Oh, thank you so much, Ingrid. What is this? I think it's honey too. Oh, I'm excited, really, really excited. Okay, so that one is from Ingrid. So happy. And this one is from Charmaine. And I want to open this in the studio, but I don't think I want to open all my barter goodies in the studio, so I have better table, I have better lighting, but I don't think I'll have the patience to wait, so let's just open it here now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Whew. Okay, so I think I'm gonna let it stay this way first because this is really a picture worthy. You know, Charmaine always has this beautiful way of packing and assembling paper goodies. So this one, the handmade paper, the one she offered first. Okay, I think the light is not showing. There you go. This is the handmade paper. So she wanted to barter this one first, and then we just decided to add a few more things. And so yeah, okay. So I'm gonna eat lunch first, and I'm gonna check this out later. And I really wanna eat cheese with this. Okay, so I'll see you again later. Yesterday, I forgot to mention about this gift wrapper. So this one is from the goodies that I bartered with Charmaine. So she wrapped it or packed it with this gift wrapper, and I forgot to mention that this is actually my own gift wrapper design. So here you can see oops, there you go. So this is my website. So a few years back, when I was still very active in printing, I added a gift wrapper in my own brand, and this is one of them. And it's so nice to be reminded that I do love making or designing paper goods before, and right now my mindset is just all about, okay, I want to go back making or designing stationery again, and I think this is one good sign. So I thank you, Charmaine, for reminding me that yeah, I do have a gift wrapper and I want to bring that back again and add more design. Although this may not be a good idea for now because people are not into events, they are not into parties, so no, but we'll see. And as of this one, so I just read this one. So this is from Ingrid again. So she has a honey business, and I just read this last night as I was checking it. So this is actually her honey as well, because yesterday I wasn't sure since it just says betel nuts. And while I was reading it, it just said here at the back, it's Ingrid's product. And this one is a, let me check. This one is a wild honey. It is. Yeah, this one is a, oh no, sorry. This one is the wild honey, but I think this one too because it's color red. Yeah, and this one because it's dark gold. So yeah, those are the updates. And for today, it's Saturday, last day of filming, and Wacky is putting Nicolas to sleep, so I have few minutes or probably just an hour to do my me time before I'll cook lunch. So the agenda for today is I need to scan this plants that I painted few weeks ago. If you've seen this from my vlog, these are the plants that I painted. If not, I'll try to link it here. So anyway, I'll try to scan this one, turn them into digital, and I want to make them into stickers. So I want to see what I can do with this, because I have limited resources right now. My trusty printer needs a little or overhaul, cleaning or whatever, and I don't have anyone to do that. So I'll be using my Epson printer, which is a not so good kind, but for a trial or mock-up print, I'll just use that one for now. So I'll be including you in my process. So this is the printer that I'll be using. It's Epson L210. I wouldn't really recommend this because it's a very old printer. It doesn't really give you the best quality. I'm a Canon printer fan, but apparently I don't have the Canon printer anymore, so this will do for now. So if you're looking for a printer, I would totally recommend Canon. So right now, I already put my artwork inside the scanner bed. And okay, so this is the last artwork that I scanned, and I'll just run this again. And since this printer is very old, the usual less than a minute or probably a minute or so scanning would take about more than 3 or 5 minutes for this, especially if you put it at a very high quality. So I'm seeing an upside down artwork. Normally I would just let it be any way I can rotate it in my in Photoshop, but right now I want to try doing it the right way. So I'm rescanning it again. And make sure if you're scanning your artwork, you will choose the best or highest quality you have. Minimum of 300 dpi is advisable, but if you can go higher, much better. But this also means that the higher the resolution, the longer it will take for your scanner to scan. That is if you're actually using a very old scanner. But if you're not really in a hurry, higher resolution would be better, even though it's a low, it will take a bit longer to scan. So I'm just scanning it, and yeah, I'm just gonna go back later once it's already done.